So, hey guys, Chowser here, and this is going to be a single segment speedrun of Doffy 1, all colors. And that's a bit of speedrun lingo, but basically I'm going to beat all colors of Doffy 1 as fast as possible in succession. So, strength first, then dex, then quick, then int, and then psi. That's the plan. So, yeah. The runs aren't as long as the video implies, like this video is like a bit over 60 minutes, but you have to remember like all the loading times, swapping teams, selecting friend captain, there's a lot of stuff in between, so yeah, this is both a challenge and a way to me to showcase some fast teams for all colors. So let's focus based on strength first. This is an old team I made like 4 months ago. I updated it slightly. I have the Legend Frankie support on Zoro here just for some extra attack to save Bullet's strength door for this stage. And this stage we'll be using a Krieg and Gin special. Very good, remove all para, remove the death up, get an ore boost. Now we can just take out Rebecca fairly easily. And if you use Bullet special here, if you have luck, if you get lucky and have matching orb, you can just hit a perfect with him and you're done. Otherwise you might need to do a few hits before you attack with Bullet. And yeah, we're using the Colo Inu for this stage. Very good. Removes the spear, gives an attack boost, and I have V1 Akino support on him just to ensure that Bullet has a matching orb. And yeah, I hit with the Rare Recruit Law 4th there since he has barrier pounds, so that's some important extra damage. And yeah, on this stage we're using the Law to remove the para and clear the wave, but that will have been accomplished with Snakeman anyway. So yeah, we have an attack boost from Snakeman, so now we just go ham. So yeah, fairly consistent, and if you get bad orb luck, you can obviously kill, just take an extra turn, there's no rush, except for in this challenge. And in this stage, Snakeman special, Zoro to clear the rest, and then we just take out the Flamingo, so yeah. This is a very solid strength team. Like, I'm sure we can make faster teams for any given color, but the idea with these teams are that they are both fast, but also pretty intuitive, because if a team gets too complex, it's harder to do a speedrun like this, so I don't need to think too much with these teams, which is pretty nice. This team is pretty fast in general though. It looks kind of weird, but yeah, I hope the pieces will make sense when we go into battle here. Like, first you might think about the ship, like the ship doesn't help here with attack, but yeah, we're not going to really attack with anything, we're just relying on end of turn damage, so the ship is pure utility. Also we saw a RNG element there, like the load times before this match, this Garp was extremely long, so that lost quite a bit of time. Like, this was actually the first run I did with all challenges. I thought I had to do a few tries, but yeah, the teams were intuitive enough, so yeah, not that big chance to mess up. And yeah, we run this Perona for the Kuma support, very useful. She also sets the defense to 0 next stage, so that's the way you need to kind of think with teams like this. Like, units often need to have used several stages to really compromise their roles and open up for more units that can use their specials and speed things up and such. But yeah, Dex is probably the fastest color since it has Kaido. And we're not attacking much in general, just relying on end of turn. We do need to destroy the barrier next turn. I was considering using something to remove the barrier, maybe a ship too, like the striker ship with Kid. but I settled for just destroying it. Worked out pretty well. And yeah, Kanjiro has no big purpose other than he has... well, originally it was because he had the spear removing support, or para removing support I mean. But I ended up going a different route about it. I do use the ship special here for para, and I just needed an HP cut to ensure the kill with end of turn damage. At least with my Kaido, you need to remember that not many can do as much damage as my Kaido, because he has the highest possible attack with plus 180 attack CC, and we want Lucci support, which is the highest attack boosting support he has, and mine is LB plus max attack, so... But yeah, the team should still work, obviously. We just need to give a little bit of prior damage to this Doffy, and he will go down, and yeah, very quick, very easy. Basically just using some specials, breaking some barriers. So yeah, we're moving on now to Quick. Quick is the slowest. I tried a lot of stuff. I should have maybe checked a bit more online, but I wanted these to truly be my teams. But I based this on an idea I used also like 3-4 months ago with double Shanks Crew. Shanks Crew is nice since you can wave clear 4 stages with just their special. So it's pretty easy to think about team building if you start from that position. Sugar is also nice, but it's hard to find a good place to use her special. Like, optimally you want to cover like stage 2 to 3 or 4 to 5 or 6 to 7, and yeah, I just settled for this. I went with Luffy Law since mine is Limit Break expanded. I have relay support. This basically puts them at 9 CD, and if you use a special stage 2, it will gain 9 CD up until stage 7. So that means that Luffy Law will be recharged just as we enter stage 7. So that means we have a very powerful special we can use twice in the run, which obviously helps a lot. Like this stage, easy as use the Luffy Law, get a lot of extra damage, and we get a lot of extra damage final stage 2. And yeah, we're using the Rumble Blackbeard here. He's a great unit, I love him a lot. That whole batch was pretty solid, honestly. His special is all we need here. Just take out Rebecca. And yeah, now we start using Shanks Crew specials. I've carefully planned out the switches for this team, because they are pretty precise, because we often want a lot of good mashing orbs, and we really want to leave stage 6 as a quick unit too, so that removes the affinity. But yeah, we're using Pudding for this stage, guaranteed quick orb to every unit thanks to the swap. And yeah, we'll easily take Barto out. 2 berry pen units is helpful in cases like this. And yeah, now we use our own Shanks Crew and swap the friend captain. This also ensures we can swap the friend captain again next stage and be the side Shanks Crew, which is the most attack boost. And yeah, I ran more for this stage as well as the Kuma support. So it both removes the spear to stage 2 and removes the para this stage and clears the mob, so pretty useful. And yeah, Luffy Law is ready now, so for this stage we'll just swap the friend captain Shanks Crew, we'll use Luffy Law, and he will kill the high HP mob too, so that also saves time. And yeah, we just target the Doffy and kill with end of turn damage. So yeah, it's a bit slower than the other teams, but it does the job. It's fairly easy too. But I'll try and improve this team in the future, I guess. Okay, moving on to Int. I'm sure you all know who will be the captain for Int. Like V4 Law is pretty ridiculous. If I had V3 Mihawk, I'd probably try and do a combo. That might be faster. But like we have V2 Sora on the team and he does a similar job. So yeah, it's fine. I'm pretty happy with how this team ended up. I have the Fuji and Akainu, so I can get a bit of an extra ore boost regularly. And they also killed the high defense mobs final stage, so we can ignore them, which also saves time. Otherwise, I've tried to focus a bit on slashers due to the ship. And due to the fact that like Sorobu slashers, Moria Prona has a sailor for slashers. But yeah, we'll use one V4 Law special right away and just take out this one. V4 Law resisting the spear also makes this run a lot more shield. And yeah, we're using Moria Prona here. They don't put defense to 0, but they do give the conditional. And we'll also use Violet. She's used for her sailor, which reduces paralysis 1 turn, which means I can combo her with the ship later. And she also gives a 2x attack boost twice in the run, and boosts both herself and V4 Law, so that will deal a lot of damage. And yeah, this is the main stage where we have used V4 Law's mechanic. Just an easy wave clear. Moving on to this stage, we have 2 Berry Pen units at the top, so that helps a lot. So we swap Akainu and Fuji for an ore boost, Violet for an attack boost, and we'll just take Bart out easily. And yeah, for this stage, I've been trying to use both Zoro and Law Special here, but they often end up doing too much damage, so I settle for doing the Fuji and Akainu swap instead. It's pretty consistent that you get to 4 perfects. So yeah, and you need 4 perfects to carry over the attack boost from Zoro, obviously. But we can still use V4 Law Special here, and we'll have an attack boost and an ore boost. Fuji and Akainu will take out the low HP high def mobs. Log Luffy is here because I'm using their specials, so we get int and strength orbs, so that ensures that all orbs are matching. And yeah, now we just target Doffy. Sadly, we got a bit of bad luck with timer. No unit on 1 timer, so we have to take them out ourselves, but it ended up being fast anyway, so it's fine. And yeah, we're moving on to Sai. I probably spent the most time with Sai, probably because I was fixated on using Stampede Luffy first for obvious reason. He resists everything, but that doesn't mean it's always the fastest. But yeah, we ended up with a hybrid team here, Shanks Crew and Roger, and also Roger as a sub. Roger is used. I wanted to Roger for the fact that we can both wave clear stage 4 with him, which saves a lot of time. Very easy, fastest clear of that stage. And I also wanted to use him last stage, both for the attack boost of course, but also to take out the low HP mobs that are very annoying for speedrun teams. So the rest of the team is designed around that. Yeah, the Shanks Crew because he's an easy way to deal with stages 5 and 6. And the Roger's despair resistance is also nice. We'll use Shirahoshi's special here that gives an ore boost for both this stage and the next. And she's mainly used because she works on the ship, because this team as well will abuse the power reduction from Zoro as well as the ship on stage 6. And Zoro is also useful this stage, removes the para, sets defense to 0. And we have swap Shanks Crew, and we still have the ore boost, and we get an attack boost too. So yeah, very solid. Yeah, Roger, clear the stage. And yeah, we swap Shanks Crew now, use their special. And yeah, we position the Roger so they get matching ore from the Shanks Crew, and yeah, they do exactly enough damage needed. And yeah, on this stage we rely on the end of turn damage to clear it in one turn. Ship and power reduction from Zoro, and then we just hit all perfects. Which isn't hard with the ship, obviously, super easy perfects. And yeah, end of turn damage to kill the remaining mob. And final stage, and as you can imagine, this will be super easy. We still have the V3 Law and Roger, so that in itself is a lot of damage. Roger clears all the mobs, and Doffy dies in just a few hits, so I don't even have to swap Shanks Crew or anything. This is like, yeah, game over. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. I plan to make one like this for Revo 1, Enel and Whitebeard 2, so look forward to that. See you next time.